Hours, Governor Walz and legislative leaders met again at the state capitol 10 days after the legislative session ended. Lawmakers still have not finished the next two-year budget, and pink slips will start going out. Danny Spiewak joins us live from the Capitol with more on where the whole process stands. Danny?
Well, Governor Walz told us today that he's getting closer to the point where he can call a special session, but lawmakers still have some disagreements to iron out. Governor saying that likely going to be next week at the earliest that this special session could happen, which means that layoff notices to some employees will begin as soon as tomorrow.
Hello.
Surrounded by cameras and microphones, GOP House Speaker Lisa Demuth entered the governor's cabinet room on Thursday afternoon, hoping to close out the budget.
We just need a little bit more time.
After missing their May 19th deadline, lawmakers have met in working groups to resolve disagreements across several spending bills. Why has this taken so much longer than projected?
You know, when you look at the makeup of the legislature right now, the most closely divided legislature in the country, specifically with the tie in the House Democrats and Republicans have worked together very, very well.
DFL House Leader Melissa Hortman says bills on education, health, and taxes are taking the longest.
I hope that by midnight tonight, the reviser will have everything they need to create final bill drafts to post. It could be that there's a couple issues that are hangovers until tomorrow midday.
In the Senate, DFL Majority Leader Erin Murphy says leadership has added negotiators to some bills, like transportation, to move them forward.
All of these bills, these budget bills, will be better served if the members who have expertise are involved, and sometimes they just need a little help.
Although some working groups like taxes have held public meetings, many of the negotiations over billions of dollars in state spending have been done in private since the session ended.
Do you think it's fair to the public that these are all happening behind closed doors?
Yeah, well, I think the nature of negotiations, a lot of this stuff happens that way.
Governor Walz says the agreements will become more transparent in the special session, which he says is now likely to happen next week.
I do note that by tomorrow night, our first set of layoff notices will need to go out according to contracts. That's to our nurses in our different agencies. That'll be followed by June 9th, where the rest of them would have to go out. And I just think there's so much uncertainty right now, we don't want to add any more to that.
Now, the only person in Minnesota who can call a special session is Governor Walz, so it's up to him to decide the timing. However, once that special session begins, the legislature can go as long as they want. No matter what, they have to finish a budget by the end of June, or there could be a partial government shutdown. Back to you.
All right. Thanks, Danny.